next speaker is Reid, my buddy. With corporate travels from the mailroom to the boardroom, Carl knows what it takes to be successful. He has over 40 years of business experience, including 27 years as a technology expert, 16 years as a business career coach, and 18 years as a successful entrepreneur. Carl has been a professional blogger and social media strategist since 2004. In addition to being a sought-after speaker and published author, he has coached and inspired hundreds of people to land jobs and start successful businesses. He is the Chief Operations Officer of the non-for-profit organization Empowering Today's Professionals, a good friend, and Carl's speech today is how to gain strength from your network in challenging times. Carl Reid.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm always, it makes my face flush every time. I had the opportunity as a child to be introduced to both networking and public speaking at 9. My father used to have me help him in church with the readings. It was that turn to do that. And my father never knew strangers. I learned from him. I also had a shoe shine kit, and there's a place in the Bronx called Arthur Avenue. And I used to go to these private clubs. I didn't know what they were. I used to shine the guys' shoes, and I used to hear them collaborating. Hey, Joe, your wife needs this, and that's how I learned how to network. So fast forward a few years later, after I had a couple of businesses fail, I said to myself, I got to do something different. So I came up with this bright idea. Let's start another business, Carl. And I learned from that, wrote my business plan because I didn't have that with the first two businesses. And that worked out well. The business eventually took off. But the first 2 years, I didn't make any money. I basically was working for the landlord, PSE&G, and the young lady I was paying to answer my phone. Which the phone didn't ring for the first 6 months. So, we all have challenges, maybe not that extreme, but we have challenges that we face maybe at the home front with our personal board of directors. You may be in transition. You're a true entrepreneur. You're running a business. You're looking for clients, and maybe you're having a dry spell. So we have these challenges at work. There's a lot of things going on. You have to do more with less. And you hear statements like, what are you going to do? But getting through those challenges, I found, this is what I learned. I'm going to cover three particular areas that got me through that 2 years before I started making money. And I'm hoping that it'll help everyone as well. The first thing is with your network, you should use it, view your network as a gateway to give you peace of mind. And certainly we can't put a dollar value ever on peace of mind because we know what that's worth to us each and every day because that's what makes us happy. Now, what I learned from that part of getting peace of mind, and I learned is as I was at this time, this was pre-email and pre-contact manager. I had the Rolodex that she used to turn, and it was full. So I thought that I should go out and just reach out to people and see if I could help other people solve their problems. Just keep in touch as part of people who said pinging them, following up, and speaking to them. But I found that by helping other people solve their problems, if I couldn't do it, certainly I could help them by reaching out to my network and connecting them to other people. And so that took me away from my issue of not making money and beating the bush for business all the time by helping other people. And it has a rejuvenating, energizing feeling that by helping others, it certainly will take your mind. It does give you that peace of mind. And of course, as you're reaching out to people, you're developing your network, and you get to become the go-to person with people as well. The second thing that I learned was to make deposits into the Goodwill Bank. It's almost, both of them are kind of tied together, meaning that, and the theme that we've already started from all the other speakers, we've seen that always giving, before, without any expectation of receiving. When we make those deposits into the Goodwill Bank, just like a savings account or any money we put in, you can't take money out unless you've made deposits in it. And as part of that process of kind of digging your well before you're thirsty, we Many people get into, they don't start networking until they need to do it. I need clients, I need a job, I need to do other things, and now I need to start networking. This is a thing that we're going to do on a regular basis. And so, again, I would go back to always focusing on other people. I had some people that used to ask me, Carl, why do you keep calling me? What do you want? I said, Joe, I'm just checking in with you to see. He goes, you're very strange. People don't do that. I said, if you don't want me to call, he goes, no. He goes, I love it when you call. I said, okay then, all right. So I continue to do that. So, you make those deposits. Again, my approach always is to make sure that how are other people doing, what can I do for them? I can't be the be-all and end-all, but leveraging the network and connecting people together, I love to always do that. And certainly my success has been contributed to doing that throughout the years. And 18 years later, doing the same exact type of principles. And the third one is to, gotta look it up now. Keep your options open, and basically having your options open come from the first two that you do, because if you're seeding your network and feeding your network, you're always going to have options open. So when you hear statements at work, what are you going to do? Because the implied message there is, well, be happy you have a job, be happy where you're at, be satisfied, and that backs people up. That does stress you out. But if we have our network seeded and feeded all the time, there shouldn't be any reason why we can't pick the phone up and talk to people and say, hey, do you know someone that needs something, so that you're in a position to help other people. As Zig Ziglar is famous for saying, people don't care, what you know until they know how much you care about it. And this is really a foundational thing that really counts for doing things. I have a little activity folder that I put together. There's a few in the back desk I encourage people to take. I call it an activity folder. It's got my an article that I updated it to the Global Edition. It's 10 powerful networking tips using business cards. But it gives you something to read, it gives you a few things to think about, and it gives you something to do as well as you take one of them back. Thank you.
Thank you.